Hey friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is brand new for me. I've had so many requests to share my meal preps every week. So this is the easiest way to do that so that I can talk you through what I did. The first thing I did was create a balsamic marinade for my chicken, which was just 2/3 cup of balsamic vinegar, 1 packet of dry Italian dressing seasoning, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then I just drizzled in a little bit of olive oil and whisked that together. And then I put my chicken in there, made sure it was covered, put some saran wrap over the top, and I let it marinate for about 30 minutes. Now you can marinate this for several hours, or you can put it in the fridge and let it sit all day if you wanted to. I just did not have that much time. So 30 minutes was plenty of time and it tasted great. And then the next thing I did while my chicken was marinating was I chopped up a bunch of veggies, put them on a sheet pan, drizzled a little bit of olive oil over them, pinch of kosher salt and black pepper, sprinkled garlic powder, and then I just sprinkled a little bit of this dry Italian dressing seasoning mix over the top of it just to make sure that the taste matched the balsamic marinade that I made. And then I popped them in the oven at 400 degrees and I cooked them for about 10 minutes while my chicken was marinating. Then once that 10 minutes was up, I took the veggies out of the oven and just kind of moved them to the side of the pan and created a little empty space in the middle of the pan. And I added my chicken right in the middle. And I did this on 2 separate sheet pans and worked out perfectly. It was super quick and easy. The mess was minimal, so the cleanup was very quick. I put them back in the oven and let them cook for about 15 to 20 minutes just to make sure that the veggies were completely done and cooked all of the way through and were tender. And then just to make sure that my chicken was done and there was no longer any pink in the center of it. So now moving on to my black bean and veggie enchilada filling. So you already saw me put some olive oil in the skillet, and now I'm just chopping up some bell peppers. I did a red bell pepper, a green, and an orange, and I'm just chopping them roughly. They're not diced or like super fine or anything like that, just rough chop. And I'm gonna add those to the olive oil and I will cook those until they are tender and pretty much done before I add my black beans in with them. So now that I have the bell peppers in the skillet, I've already added the olive oil, and then I'm gonna add just a little pinch of kosher salt, a little bit of pepper, and then just a sprinkle of this garlic powder. And just mix it all together and just let it cook until they're tender. And then I took 2 cans of black beans and I drained them and rinsed them, just dumped them right into the skillet, added a little more salt and pepper to the beans, and then I added some of this chipotle seasoning, which is my favorite. I add this to anything Mexican that I cook. It's so good. Adds a little bit of spice. Stirred this together just to heat the beans through. Now that everything is warmed through, I took a fork and just mashed some of the beans up. Now, I don't mash them to where it's completely mush, but you do want to mash some of the beans up and then you'll leave the rest of them whole before you remove them from the skillet. Then I'm moving on to my whole wheat ground turkey spaghetti. And I just put some water in this big pot and added a little bit of salt to it. And I'm gonna get that boiling so that I can cook my noodles. And then I have a little bit of olive oil that I'm gonna add to this pot. And then I'm gonna just dump the ground turkey right on top and mash it up and cook it until it's done. I will add a little bit of kosher salt, black pepper, and garlic powder to the meat while it's cooking to give it some flavor. Okay, so once the ground turkey was done, I just took this jar of spaghetti sauce, dumped it right in, and a little hack for you, once you empty your spaghetti sauce jar, put a little bit of water in there, just a little bit, put the top back on, shake it up, and this gets all of the excess sauce on the sides of the jar because we don't want to waste any of it, and then it thins out the sauce just enough to give it a perfect consistency. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope that you got some new ideas for your next family meal prep. If you would like to see more videos like this, please let me know by hitting the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I hope everyone has a good week. I'll see you next time.